In the latest controversy to hit independent comics, we have the question to stream or not to stream. Those who think that live streams really help to sell books, and those who think that they're you know, at at best a distraction, an unnecessary distraction, or at worst something much more harmful and insidious. Now, some creators are saying they're being told that they must stream. That's what we're hearing out there. I've never heard that myself, but that's what people are saying. Or that their customers are feeling entitled to a stream. I've backed your book, therefore you owe me time, hours of live streaming a week, presumably regularly. And yeah, some are even openly. How do I put this? How do I word this? Say they come across as openly resentful. That's a good way of putting it. Openly resentful that in addition to being a comic book creator, that you now must also be a showman, a pundit. And you must get out there and put on a show. And they say, no thanks, I'm here just to make comic books. Now, what's my opinion? Well, my opinion is that no one is entitled to live streams. No one's necessarily entitled to your time. They've backed your book. No creator has to stream. And while I don't want to dismiss people's concerns, people reporting saying that they're under constant pressure to get on there and put on a show, and my understanding is usually almost all the time, really, at least what I've seen out there is people asking for live streams more often than not. They're just they like you, they want to see more of you, they want to hang out with you, they want to engage with you. It doesn't necessarily come from a place of entitlement, but just I'd like to interact with you a little bit more. I'd like to see you around a little bit more. That's usually what I think is going on. But yeah, look, times are changing. We've seen, if we look at the previous way of selling comic books, seems to be on the decline for independent titles. It seems to be going very well for manga and the French, but for Western comics, not so much. And for independents, definitely, YouTube and streaming and that one-on-one interaction with fans seems to be doing very well. And in case anyone is living under a rock, I think Young Ripper just passed 2.5 million on his new ISOM campaign, and yeah, that's like the pinnacle of having that engagement, having that sort of direct connection to the reader. But look, no, ultimately, at the end of the day, every creator, it's up to them. You're not required to indulge in this new way of doing things. But you certainly can see the difference. So let's just leave it at that. You can certainly see the difference between those who do that and those who don't. And there is still a lot of options out there for people who don't want to live stream. And I know, and I'm friendly with, and happy to be associated with a bunch of people who don't really want to live stream, and they seem to do quite well. It's, I mean, if you have a mailing list of readers that have backed you previously, that's gold. That really is. That you can maintain that mailing list. That's money in the bank right there. The question remains, like, if you're new, how do you grow that? And even if you're established, people drop off. How do you continue to grow it? Aside from just word of mouth, on the hope and the prayer that someone on your mailing list is going to tell their friend about your book. There's Twitter, there's Facebook, you can promote on there, Instagram, limited appeal. You can put your things, you can go put your things in the direct market, into the catalog. One company even sells to Walmart. That's obviously not going to be open to everyone. I guess you can advertise You can still do YouTube videos. You don't have to live stream. You can build your audience just through videos on YouTube. A lot of people have had big success doing that. But increasingly, I feel, and we're getting into my opinions now. Increasingly, I feel without the live streams, it's it's much harder to find potential new readers. It seems to be where they're coming to look to find them is on these big streams, and they seem to be a real massive draw card. And it's on these streams that a lot of these new fans, they find that connection. At least that, look, I don't want to say you have to have a personal one-on-one connection with every single reader. And a lot of readers aren't looking for that, but they, at least at the very sense, they can get a more accurate sense of the creator. And I think that's really important when that creator is new, haven't been around very long. We haven't seen them very much. So we don't know, like, it's sort of like, you get a cut of their jib. Because, crowdfunding, a lot of crowdfunding is built on trust. I'm going to give you money because I'm trusting you to give me a book in 6 months to a year's time. So, trust is everything. Trust is like the currency that crowdfunding is built on. So when it's in a live stream, I believe more than a video, that you really get a sense of who a person is. So that's why, I think people who show their faces, people who use their real names, they get on there. You can hear the passion in their voice. You can hear how much they believe in their projects. That you can hear their plans for the future. And the people who do that seem to do better than those who don't, in general. That's my observation. I even sent a tweet out about this the other day, seemed to do quite well, where I said, as someone who buys books from people who watch on YouTube, when I see a creator actively trying to grow their audience and engaging with fans directly on live streams, it says to me that's someone who's in it for the long haul. That's someone I can invest in. Now that tweet is it's about a very specific thing. I'm just talking about trust. I'm not saying, people who live stream are better than those who don't. I'm definitely not trying to be divisive with this tweet. I'm just saying that when I back a book, especially from a new creator, but really anyone, I'm also backing that creator. And I'm more likely to back someone I'm just more likely to back someone if I think they're in it for the long haul, if I think they're going to stick around, if I see them out there putting a lot of effort into their channel, cultivating a following around them. That just says to me, that's someone who's really trying to make a go of this. Then, I can invest in them because I know that they'll be here for years to come. That's all that tweet was about. I'll know that I'll be able to. Not only will they fulfill the book that I'm interested in at the moment, but I can look forward to books in the future. I didn't think I was denigrating anyone with this tweet. I hope no one felt that way. I'm not denigrating those who choose not to stream. I'm definitely not making any demands of anyone. I'm just relaying my opinion on this one specific benefit as I see it. Me, I love live streaming. I have so much fun live streaming, and I think more people should do it. I really do, especially fans. I would love to see more fans start up channels and start live streaming more, but I understand not everyone can or should do it. Especially should. Some are not cut out for it. I get it. And in certain instances, it can actually end up being more detrimental than positive. People burn out. Some people go down in flames. You'd like to say in flames of glory, but really it's just it's like they turn a flamethrower on themselves. The drama, the infighting, the ego clashes, that is all real. Absolutely. But more often than not, what I find is that same with Twitter is the same with live streaming and YouTube. You really kind of get out of it what you put into it. If you go out fighting, yeah, people are gonna push back. That isn't to say, look, no, I get it. Like sometimes you do get dragged into the drama. That is real. That does happen. Happened to me plenty of times. It's going to happen plenty of times in the future. So I understand people not wanting to want to deal with that if they don't have to. But look, the way I see it, occasionally getting dragged into some drama, it's outweighed by the benefit you have of having a growing supportive audience. Far outweighed, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm not a fan of everything that goes on live streams, but I just say each to their own. You know, stream or don't. Everyone's free to do what they want to do. They're free to run their businesses how they see fit, and they ought to feel free that they conduct themselves in the manner that they see fit. I believe that. But look, if you're someone who chooses not to stream, I hope you at least recognize, how large of a role these things play in not only maintaining this. I mean, it really is unprecedented. The network of fans and creators out there making and reading and enjoying comics, and really like it's outreach as well. That not only maintaining but growing that, whatever you want to call it, network, community, whatever, doesn't matter. Live streaming has made it possible for me to do what I'm doing now, which is making books, making money off YouTube, and just enjoying myself day to day doing it. So look, that's all I really wanted to say. I do think at the end of the day, this really is a complete non-controversy. And no, I get it. People's tempers flare and people get upset and everything. I hope no one inferred anything that don't think I was saying in my comments. But look, it's the internet, so that will happen. Guys, if you like this video, give it a like. The likes really do help. Some of these videos are getting caught by the algorithm, and I love to see it. It really is helping grow the audience and everything. Subscribe if you haven't. Consider becoming a member. That is also helping lots. And please do sign up for my upcoming book, The Lucent Painted Death. And yeah, I'll see you out there on a live stream soon. All right, guys. Bye.